starting to get in the hang of things, and hopefully as the year goes on, the show becomes more cohesive, way better, more interactive, but the improvement
They rain and they snow on everyone.
Tonight, go ahead, bring us in.
Welcome to CHMA, broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramar area or at www.chmafm.com. This is ground control at YMC Midgic Airport. You are joining myself, Air Traffic Controller Thomas.
And Air Traffic Controller Luke. I'm not sure what you're going for here tonight.
Join us for the next hour as we watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat, and we'll be done by and by. So, Luke.
Yeah. What's going on tonight here?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying some new things, right?
Okay.
Like we don't like.
I didn't mean to sound not supportive. It's a different vein of radio you seem to have tapped into tonight.
Well, it's just like, I have a lot of range as a performer, is what I'm saying.
You said that accusatorily.
Accusatorily?
Yeah, I feel like you're saying that I only have one vein. And
no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I am showing our listeners all of them.
Oh, some more of the scope of your
exactly
radio prowess.
You know what? Maybe we have listeners have their own companies, and
they're looking for a certain voice for it.
Exactly, and they were like, you know what? We want the guy on the radio, but we want the guy on the radio, and maybe he has a different voice that he can use just for us.
Oh. I didn't know.
Did you know any local business people looking for a commercial?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, if you find one, you let me know.
You know what I do know? The weather this week.
Yeah, what is it,
we're
buddy?
Live, and it is storming, and I am filled with the kind of glee that only snowstorms can bring.
Yeah, you've been wanting this for a long time, and there's so much snow. My school board that I sometimes do tech work for because they need
some assistance.
They need some assistance. You know, our school boards need air traffic controllers like ourselves in there sometimes.
Yeah.
And they do tech work apparently.
Sure. Just like you have a wide range of radio voices, you also have a wide range of non-radio skills.
Tons of non-radio
and
skills.
Radio skills.
Tons of radio skills. But yeah, one of the school boards in Tantramar area, the CCRCE, so over in Amherst, already canceled school for tomorrow.
Look at that.
They did it like mid-afternoon. I got the notification.
They were like, we're just not.
I'm not sure if our side has yet, the New Brunswick side.
You know what? I just wouldn't know.
But talking about the weather, like, the state of emergency, Cape Breton, do you hear that?
I did not.
Yeah, they some places at Cape Breton have already declared a state of emergency. They got like 80 centimeters of snow already, and like it's going to be well over 100 by the time it's done. So they declared a state of emergency. And you know what? I haven't seen their public safety minister say that their state of emergency isn't that they're. Chris
down.
Austin is a mouth breather. Okay, I'm getting off it already.
Yeah,
but
this is live. I can't fix this.
I know. Last time I did it, there was a lot of edits. I can't do the edits right now. Hey, we're gonna play a tune, right?
Yep. we're going to play a good long, we usually use the plasket to like round out. Yeah. But this is like a slow burn and build song, so I'm thinking in the start of the show, this will be good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite plasket tunes, Lightning Bolt. I just so many good turns of phrase in this song. He just keeps pumping them out. It's a powerhouse of positive turns of phrase.
So here we go with Joel Plaskett and the Emergency, Lightning Bolt.
This is our only chance for certain happenstance, some scrappy happiness. It's time to hit the bricks. Beyond the Palisades, your solo record plays. A lonely pine tree sways somewhere out in the sticks. I lose myself out here. I never see things clear. I do not care, my dear, about anything but you. I'll thank my lucky stars. I'll hang from monkey bars. I'll drive in rusty cars to do the things I do. It's not your fault. This life's a lightning bolt. It's not your fault. This life's a lightning bolt. It's no one's fault. My life's a lightning bolt. Corrective surgery, charge me with perjury. Get down on bended knee, I lie between my teeth. I will not sell you out, no matter what they shout. I do not have a doubt that beauty loves the beat. I don't know where I've been, I don't know anything. I'm sure of one small thing, a kettle's gonna boil. Travel through space and time, I'd like a vodka line, a twist of the sublime, one small immortal chord. It's not your fault, this life's a lightning bolt. It's not your fault, this life's a lightning bolt. It's no one's fault, my life's a lightning bolt. We look into the sky, we see electric shock, and in the darkest night, we pick the toughest lock. The place we were before we made the memory. One thing I know for sure is we need uncertainty. A sky so bright and pure. Let me get particular. Pushing papers, pushing drugs by chance. Cutting corners, cutting rugs at the dance. Killing time, I'm killing it right now. I'm a getting going, getting lit somehow. 35, I need a few more years, but I only need a few more tears. 36, I'm only getting started. What does become of the broken heart? that I've been cured. Gentlemen, ladies, rest assured, it's not your fault. It's not so lightning. 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 Don't let it bring you down. You get one go around. Come walk along with me. We'll stand beneath the tree. Baby, that's all she wrote. My life's a lightning bolt. All that we get for free is electricity. This love's a lightning bolt. My life's a lightning bolt. This love's a lightning bolt.
What a great tune. Joe Plaskett Emergency, well, just Joe Plaskett in general, one of our favorites here at the Air Traffic Control Center. But now we're moving on to a little sports news.
Am I going to be learning about a new thing?
Man, I do have a new thing for us, but I think that's going to have to wait till next week.
All right. Hit me with some old thing?
Yeah, Carl Weathers passed away.
Yes, I did hear about this.
Carl Weathers, as most people probably most famously know him for
his portrayal of himself in Arrested Development?
No, I was going to say Apollo Creed from the Rocky films.
Yeah, probably more so.
Or from his role in Predator.
I did not know he was in Predator.
Yeah.
I also might have never watched Predator.
Fair.
Yeah.
He's quite prominent in Predator. I'm sure you've seen the memes, at least, of him and Arnie. Anyway, passed away this week. And what a lot of people don't know is he started in football. And specifically, he played in the CFL. He played 3 years for the BC Lions, British Columbia Lions. Retired.
I had no idea there were lions in British Columbia.
There are. There's about 12 of them on a field sometimes.
Now that's a sport I will watch.
Well, I got a show for you. Not right now, but a little bit later in the year. But yeah, he began his acting career actually while he was still playing football. He was in a few small acting roles while he was an Oakland Raider, and then also while he was in the BC Lions. Huh. But yeah, I guess that's my sports. You know what? That's not the sports news for the week. I got more.
That's just some news.
That's some news. I got more news.
Learn me on some new sport knowledge, so that when people are like, "Did you watch the game?" I can know
which game they were talking about.
Sure.
We got the MLR, Major League Rugby.
Oh.
Fairly new league, came out in 2018. It no longer has a Canadian team. It did have a Canadian team.
Oh.
And I'll talk about that here in a second. But it is just starting its season here now in February. So it does have 12 teams.
There's New England. That's pretty close to us.
New England teams. So New England, D.C., Carolina, Miami, Chicago, New Orleans, Dallas, Houston, Utah, San Diego, Los Angeles, and Seattle. So a lot of our, like, quote-unquote major league teams, but like our smaller major league sports, usually kind of stay on one side of the seaboard or the other.
Yeah.
So it is interesting to see that we have, teams from all over America here.
I think it must be quite a big swing for like in home court advantage for someone like Seattle.
Yeah, if you're having Miami come,
yeah,
and that's
it's
an
all
evening
sports.
game,
and you're I suppose it would be in a lot of pro sports. It never really hit me other than we're looking at a map, which is what you want to do on the radio here, folks. But use your mind powers to see a map of
where
USA.
all the teams are and how far Seattle and Miami are. Yeah, they're. I was.
This is like a 4-hour spread, isn't it?
Oh, on plane, I feel like it'd be more than that.
No, I mean in time zones.
Oh, in time zones, yeah, it's 4 hours.
Yeah.
On plane, it's a lot more than that. But yeah, I was looking at listening to an NBA podcast, and like the teams that have the longest distance obviously do worse. You know, if someone's coming from Los Angeles and they're playing in New York, which is two of the biggest destinations for teams. You know, whatever team is traveling has a quite big disadvantage. Anyway,
rugby.
So yeah, it's
North American rugby.
Yes. So it is not the first, but it is now the largest.
I guess it would be American rugby since there's no Canadian team, and
not anymore. But it is the largest professional rugby league here in North America now. Yes, we did have the Toronto Arrows. It is a former team from 2019 to 2003. I believe the Toronto Arrows even won the championship one year.
What?
They did not. I am a liar. But
maybe they placed well. Maybe they represented Canada with
I think they
vigor.
did. Now, honestly, let's look at it. I like that logo. You can't see the logo, but the team.
People look that up. It was a great logo.
It was a really good logo.
I'd wear that.
100%. I'm going to
if
try to get.
I wore a sports paraphernalia.
I do. I wear sports hats all the time.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to actually try to find if I can get a flat brim.
New old stock.
Yeah. The only reason they folded, it seems, is because the founder and general manager passed away, and he was really the only thing.
The driving force.
Yeah, the driving force. So once he unfortunately passed, the team folded, which is a shame because I would love to have another team here for Major League Rugby, maybe even in Halifax. But here we go. Here are the team names. You ready? This is your favorite part.
It is my favorite part, yeah.
We got the Anthem Rugby Carolina.
Woo, okay.
Yep. Anthem Rugby Carolina, yep. I think they might be owned by Anthem Sports, which is like a larger conglomerate type of thing.
Okay.
Makes a little bit more sense. The Chicago Hounds.
That's all right.
I like hounds. I was a greyhound in high school.
Were you? So you're partial to hounds?
Partial to hounds. The Dallas Jackals.
Yeah?
How many jackals do you think there are in Dallas, though?
I don't know. Maybe more than there are lions in BC.
Yeah, maybe. I hate this one. Houston SaberCats.
That's kind of a phoned-in sports team name, isn't it?
You can only be a SaberCat if you are based off of a cartoon in the 90s, like the Ducks, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the Ducks work because, anyway, get on my high horse here.
Okay.
Miami Sharks, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like a name.
Yeah, it is.
The New England Free Jacks. I like
that. What's a Free Jack?
I don't know, but, you know, New England, birthplace of liberty and happiness and stuff. I like it.
General distaste for tea.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, they had another tea thing like last week, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, there was like a big tea controversy. Now we need to look that up here.
Next week we will bring you folks an update on the tea situation in the greater Boston area.
I do
like Boston quite a lot as a city.
It is nice. As long as your complexion is like ours. Unfortunately. The Free Jacks, I like that symbol as well. But
all right.
We got the New Orleans Gold.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. The Old Glory DC. I like that as well.
I don't know what Old Glory is, and again, folks, looking at pictures on the radio, best logo so far.
I like that logo.
Sorry, best remaining logo.
Yeah,
so
the Toronto
far.
Arrows is the best.
Yeah.
Rugby Football Club Los Angeles.
Yep.
The San Diego Legion.
Ooh.
The Seattle Seawolves.
What's a Seawolf?
I don't know, but UMBSJ is the Seawolves as well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what a Seawolf is.
Do they just have working down from sports? Because there's like pro sports leagues who obviously put a ton of work into their branding. B and C level sports get to like just be like, yo, we're gonna piggyback on this. We're gonna throw you a couple bucks to use branding that's very similar to
I know
yours.
like a lot of AHL teams are like a lot of AHL being like the minor league farm system for the NHL, and the G League being the farm system minor league for the NBA.
Okay.
Both of them would be like, so it's like, you know, what's the Maple Leaf one? The Marlies, and it's also a Maple Leaf.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, it's all like,
leaning on it pretty heavy.
Yeah. It was when St. John had an AHL team, so we had the Calgary Flames, and St. John was the Flames. Like,
yeah, I remember that. I had a sticker in my room as a kid with the St. John Flames.
Oh man, the friggin' the I don't even know what it was. I think it was a horse. Our thing was a horse. Our mascot, our logo, and it was so cool as a kid seeing the big inflatable flaming demon horse. And
I bet you that got the people riled.
Yeah, I was sad. Like, I love the Sea Dogs. The Sea Dogs are great too. But like I say, as a kid, man. And they would like
Flaming Horse was
Flaming Horse is so cool, and we got to see, like, you know, if someone got injured, their first few games back typically would be for
like as if a pro league, like an NHLer, they'd bring them through town to kind of get them back in the groove.
Yeah, exactly. So we had like quite a few NHL guys just like come down for a stint just to kind of
get back
tighten
on
up
their
again.
feet.
Yeah. Last one's the Utah Warriors.
That's fine.
That's fine. I don't know. Is that problematic? Anyway,
it might be.
We got Major League Rugby, and I played rugby as a kid. I might try to pick up a few games. Yeah.
Is there local rugby, like rec rugby?
I'm sure there is. I know there is in St. John.
That's not really local, man.
That's not local, but if there's one in St. John, that probably means there are other teams for them to play. I know, like, the rugby community is, like, pretty big and strong for adults. Like, a lot of my friends who played rugby more seriously still do, and they like play for the rec leagues and coach and stuff.
I know there's pockets of it where it's quite big. Like I know Woodstock area, New Brunswick, all up there. There's an active youth rugby scene. And down when I lived in the Annapolis Valley, it was there's some fairly competitive rugby there at the high school level, from what I understand.
Even here now, like our girls rugby is a big program.
Yeah,
here in town, here in Tantramar. I got to, I think it was the finals and semifinals, the 2 years I played rugby.
Yep.
Oh, I played rugby 3 years. Anyway, 2 of the years got to the finals and semifinals. Both were against Miramichi, up in Miramichi, and both times those farm boys just completely destroyed us.
You know, the Miramichiers, they're rough bread up there, you know.
Yeah, man. I thought we were, like, both times we're coming in with our, like, inner city, like, thug attitude.
And what you encountered was grit.
There's a bunch of farm boys being farm boys.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gritty, and they're like, we toss hay barrels for fun, and killed us.
Listen, man, doing hay, you talk to any farmers who used to do square bales of hay, that's a workout.
Yeah, that's exactly why I picked that one. Where it's like, we do it for fun. Like,
yeah.
Them,
I don't think they were doing it for fun, but anyway.
Big, strong boys. Hey, talking about St. John, let's listen to Georgia Watson. This is by St. John band, the Earthbound Trio.
How many are in the band?
I think it's 4.
Excellent.
From the album Let Us Turn Up the Beat. Here we go with Georgia Watson.
I see the light shine across the field. Here comes the sun, go home so no one sees. The city cool breeze brush against my face. Feel the morning dew lace up and leave this breeze. Sweet Georgia Watson, won't you come back home? Sweet Georgia Watson,
Oh man, I got like that. That's a pump you up song.
Yeah,
I could go like shovel the runway right now.
You know what? We do need to do that, don't we?
Yeah, as soon as we're done, we're gonna pick up the shovels and go.
We really should get like a little,
and then dig out the airport skidoo to get home.
Yeah, exactly. We need a what were those? Little
I don't mean snowmobile either. I mean like vintage 1980s style in your mind skidoo.
Well, that's what we have.
We'll get
here.
some trapper hats.
Yeah.
To like.
Well, all that
we're getting home.
Yeah, all that's in the garage already. Like, we
it's a hangar at an airport, sir.
No, the hangar's where the
airplanes are. Go. We don't keep the snowmobile in the hangar.
No, we keep it in the garage.
Whoa,
that's where all of our motor vehicles go.
Okay, like a baggage trolley.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, between unloading baggage trolleys, what you been reading this week?
I've been reading for a few weeks now. The folk songs of New Brunswick. And that's by Dr. Edward
You've been
D.
reading just
Ives.
the songs or a book about the songs?
Yes.
Excellent.
So Dr. Edward Ives went by Sandy. He's passed away now. Was a doctor of folklore in Maine.
But he snuck across the border late at night.
All the time.
Ended up in Miramichi talking to those hay bale throwing.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Rugby playing. Yep. Folk music singing.
Yep. No, you are right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't know, there is a really big folk music festival in Miramichi every year.
Yeah.
It was he was there for the first one, and all of them I think subsequently until he passed. It was actually one of his friends and common
folk historians.
Yeah, that started it. I unfortunately forget her name off the top of my head. She is talked about in the book as well. And this book came out in the late 80s, and that was about when he was wrapping up his career.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a compilation of songs that he transcribed from 20, 30 years of conversations with people all over New Brunswick.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even in it, he's like, I regret that I don't have... There's one county in New Brunswick he didn't get any songs written down from, and he regrets it in the book.
Gosh, but someone should do a forward or a little add-on at the end.
Yeah, I think
the
they
opposite of a forward is. A backward?
A backward, yeah. They should put a backward.
I don't think it's called a backward.
Reference? No, that wouldn't be it anyway.
Extended footnote.
Yeah,
the one listener tonight who's tuning in because their TV's not working and they're an English prof is just as pissed as the biologists were the first week. They're yelling at their radio saying, "How could you not know this?
How could you not know what a backward is?"
The proper word for backward. Now we've enraged them some more.
But yeah, so I read reviews about the book before I got the book because, academics like writing reviews on other academics.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them were like, this is really good because a lot of the time ethnomusicologists just write about the music. And on the other side, historians just write about the people. And
this was a blending of the two.
Exactly. This is Edward Ives kind of...
Gosh, I should look up. Is it organized by county? Can I go back to my home county?
You 100% can, yeah.
Oh.
So luckily for me, it started in Kings County, which is where St. John is.
Yes.
So I read it's these interviews. It talks about like the day he went to the person's house, how he liked the person, how he got along with the person, the guy's history, where that guy learned the songs, and then of course he has the sheet music for the song as well. And I have been learning some of the songs as well. But yeah, I find it really, really interesting. And all the songs he focused on mostly were like woodsman songs. So songs that woodsmen themselves created and sang in going back to like the 1850s.
Yeah, and does that stem from like, because I know with like sailors and stuff had a lot of songs, and some of that was about rhythm, so that everyone's working in rhythm. They're pulling up an anchor on an oar, and they're doing it with rhythm. And I would I know a little more of forestry in my family. Even used to have a sawmill. So it's like that there's, at least when you're manual, or you can go to one of those woodsman competitions where it's probably worse than fighting the farm boys if you start fighting. Folks
woodsman, I ain't fighting.
But
woodsman.
there's a lot of rhythm to it.
There is, and that's what I thought too. But reading this book, it seems that the songs were more, let's say, for the evening time.
Okay. We've gotten back. We've had our beans and pancakes.
We had our beans and pancakes. We're just getting the liquids into us now.
Get some salt pork in there.
Yeah. Gotta load up on some of the fun liquids and sit around the fire and sing these songs.
Tunes.
Yeah.
In your wood camp.
And like a lot of them I don't think even really had accompaniment. Like it wasn't like a lot of them had guitars or anything out there. So a lot of the songs were meant to just be sung by themselves.
Yep. Someone with some rhythm's gonna start clapping and
and it's he even talks about the quality of all their voices.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting. So he's like, John Allaby had like a very high shrill voice, but he used it well, like stuff like that. And I have filled out application to the Museum of Canada to give me digital copies of all the songs because I looked everywhere, and there is 3 universities that have the physical copies, which I don't want. I don't want a physical copy, like the Masters, and 2 that have them digitized that they will lend you. But one of them I can't get because it's in the States.
Kind of tough to lend digital stuff.
I know, right? But
anyway, that's a discussion for another evening.
We'll talk about NFTs sometime soon.
But
so I'm just waiting for them to get back to me because I would love to. I've written them out, like the ones that I want to learn. I've already written out and started arranging and stuff because, yes, of course, on top of being a air traffic controller.
You're also a musical historian. Yep, amateur musical historian.
Amateur musical historian. So I want to hear what they sound like, and then kind of learn them more that way. So that's what I've been reading.
All right, that sounds a lot more entertaining than slogging through Thoreau. Take that, English prof listener who's already angry because we don't know the proper term for
backward.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know the Ahas?
No, but I say aha a lot.
Do you know
almost as much as I say and yep, which is a lot.
Do you know the song "Take on Me" by the Ahas?
Yes, I do, because it was covered by by some punk bands as well.
Yes, it was actually.
Yeah.
But it was also covered by New Brunswick duo Tomato Tomato. A husband and wife duo from Quispamsis. Nope, not Quispamsis. Grand Bay, Westfield.
Yeah, well, it's the greater St. John
It is the greater St. John area.
You're just plugging St. John tonight.
Hey, you know what? It's a beautiful town.
It is. I feel like my musical pick was from away, and I should now be showing favoritism towards local groups.
You should. I should say, like, favoritism is like I have often played music of people I know. I know John and Lisa, so
of course you do. Sound more maritime. Play the tune.
His Take on Me cover of the Ahas by Tomato Tomato.
All right.
Shying away, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Call me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, I've got to remember shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Call me, take me out. I'll be gone in a day.
Yeah, it's a pretty catchy tune.
Yeah, it's really good, and they do a very, very good version of it.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to go into the news, Luke, but before we do, can I tell you a few things happening in the Tantramar and Sackville area?
Sure.
So this is a new site that I recently found. I'm going to plug it just because it might be actually very useful to some of our listeners. If I didn't know about it, they might not know about it. And it's TantramarEvents.com.
Mm-hmm. Is that on the internet?
It is on the internet. I
Excellent.
do not know who actually runs it, but you know what? Whoever you are, you're doing a great job.
Putting some stuff together.
I love it. So it is ESO, Eco Energy Care Week, and they have a few things. So if you want to look up ESO Energy, Eco Energy Care Week, I'm sure you'll find all of this. But on tomorrow, there is an energy webinar. On Wednesday, there's an ecosystems webinar. On Thursday, there's a webinar about what, Luke?
L'énergie solaire. Solar energy.
Great. Thursday, we also have the Sackville Film Society doing Godland over in the Amherst Theater at 7:30. Let There Be Love, the world premiere of a play by Sue Ross, is...
Ross or Rose?
That is definitely Rose. Play by Sue Rose. And the Performers Theater Company is opening on on Thursday the 8th. 3 Fairfield Road is where you can get tickets for that. We also have trivia at Ducky's that night. And it looks like Winterfest is starting up this week as well, starting on Friday. So you should look up Winterfest and all the wonderful things. We got adult disco skates. We got Mardi Gras at Ducks Aren't Real. We got outdoor party and BBQ. There's a lot of things going on for Winterfest.
There you go.
And we also have Mount A faculty and guest recital for the music faculty. Those are always really, really good at the Brunson Auditorium, 7:30. The guest artist is Ventus Bacana.
How about that? There's a lot going on this week.
A lot going on.
That much going on every week?
I think so. Honestly, man, I think so.
Yeah, there is. It's
this
a
place,
happening spot.
It really is. So, I think, we're going to give you a little update on the events every week.
We're going to do that now?
Yeah,
is it going to go into the rotation?
I think that's a good idea.
Things you could do.
Things you can do. It's
or
good for
not.
me. I like knowing things I can do in the community. I love doing stuff in the community.
Yeah.
Hey, do you got some news?
I do.
What's your news, man?
Do you often wonder what a tree looked like 350 million years ago here in New Brunswick?
Do I
Does it keep you up at night?
No, but am I incredibly interested now?
Yes.
Yes.
And you know where this was found, this fossilized or petrified, I'm not sure what the right word is, tree?
Where?
Hampton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I mostly know about this because we were talking about the New Brunswick Museum the other week in Wales.
Yes.
Totally got distracted and never went and checked if the right whale is the right whale to kill.
Oh,
but
yes.
This was their big thing, and they found this tree, and they were working with the local universities. And at first, they were like, "Oh, it's a fossilized tree," and then they're like, "It's a fairly complete fossilized tree. It's a fairly complete leaning fossilized tree." And I mean fairly complete in they can see the leaf impressions.
Oh, that's awesome.
In it. And not only that, I kid you not, you're going to have to look this up because this is radio. You know in Dr. Seuss books, they have the trees that are all kind of skinny at the top. They just kind of like, poof.
Yes.
That is what trees looked like here 350 million years ago, sir.
1,000% looking that up.
So it's news that has a little something for everyone.
Yeah.
It's got, if you're into Dr. Seuss, if you're into rocks, if you're into visiting Norton, it's everything.
It's everything anyone's ever wanted. Do you know what my news is?
What's that?
1, did you know Mary Brown's Chicken is from Atlanta, Canada?
I did not.
I didn't know that either.
Wait. Maybe.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
It's from Newfoundland.
Yes.
And,
I was going to say it was from Newfoundland.
And did you know that Mary Brown's is now opening stores in Pakistan, Mexico, India, and Northern Ireland?
I did not.
I didn't know that either. But yeah, the chicken chain hopes to open a few hundred international locations within the next 5 years. This chicken isn't just crossing the road. Mary Brown's is spreading its wing and flying overseas. There you go, CBC. You know, that's our tax money right there.
I thought you were coming up with it, but now that it's the CBC.
Yeah. That's our tax money right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Northern Ireland, which is funny that...
They specify?
Well, not that, I guess, because it is 2 different countries, right?
Yeah.
Northern Ireland, Mexico, Pakistan, and India. Hey... 800. Yeah, they're looking to open.
We're sending the taters. I mean, the chicken's fine too.
I don't know if there's 800 Mary Browns in Atlantic, Canada. We're opening 800 stores worldwide. Look, Mary Brown's is fine.
Yeah, I agree. I do like fried chicken quite a bit, and that's my my place of employment.
Yes,
we've sampled all the big name fried chicken.
Where's your favorite fried chicken? We sometimes go and get KFC.
Yeah.
You know I'm a huge fan of Dixie Lee.
Yes. And you know what? Actually, we haven't had Dixie Lee at work. I should throw them a curveball and get them some Dixie Lee someday.
Yeah, you really should.
Not from Bucktouche. I suppose I'd have to go to Moncton for it. But we've done that for Mary Brown's. And what's it? Is Popeyes the other one?
Yeah. Popeyes is good. I've liked Popeyes.
Yeah, it was good. They had the spicy, which it was good. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
So I can't remember where I was going with the story about fried chicken, other than sometimes we have it at work and it adversely affects productivity for hours afterwards.
But you keep doing it, and that's fine. I think that's good.
Yeah. Well, you go into it knowing that everyone's going to be sluggish for the afternoon.
Oh, 100%.
And when staff come in, they're like, listen, we all just had a big feed of chicken. You know, we're going to get through this together.
Yeah. So. If I were to
pick a favorite fried chicken,
no, I was going to say
available in Atlantic, Canada.
I was going to say pick an Atlantic Canadian restaurant to
export to the world.
International.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah,
I already know my answer. It's Deluxe.
Really?
I am a gross human being that likes disgusting things. I love Deluxe. It's the closest restaurant to my mom's house. It's my mom's favorite restaurant.
Interesting.
And is the food good? No. Is it consistent? Yes. I love Deluxe. Every time I go there, and you know, people go there for fish and chips and stuff. No.
Yeah.
No.
But you don't like fish.
No. I get like a hot chicken sandwich.
Yep.
Or if I'm feeling crazy, I get a BLT and tell them to put gravy on it. Not a BLT, sorry, a club sandwich. Tell them to put gravy on it. And I get a poutine.
A swimming club sandwich.
Yeah. And Am I a greasy, horrible person? Yes. Am I a product of my culture? 100%. Who would you export?
I really don't know. You're putting me on the spot here, and like I'm
like, who do you got? You got Greco, Dixie Lee.
Does it have to be an existing chain, or can we export? So like, can we start a restaurant? Can we take like songs and then franchise it and then bust it out?
No.
Fenners?
No, you can't do.
They have the sandwich with my name spelled correctly.
They do have a sandwich with your name spelled correctly. Look,
and it's a great sandwich.
You get to choose between the right choice, which is Deluxe, Greco,
Pizza Delight.
Yep. We just said a few of them. Dixie Lee.
Yeah.
Mary Brown's apparently.
You know, Mary Brown's isn't a bad foot to put forward to the world.
You would rather Mary Brown's and then Deluxe?
Than Deluxe? I really like fish and chips.
Yeah,
you know this.
I know, that's true.
And I haven't had Deluxe in decades. So maybe I owe Deluxe a chance.
You know what? I'm just happy that we're not the people that made Harvey's, because Harvey's is gross. I hate Harvey's with a fiery burning passion.
I see that. We're not going to talk about fast food anymore.
Why not?
I don't know.
Is it because we're going to play a tune?
Well, because people are at home, like, stormed in, and they want music that's going to get them, like, jacked up
ready
to shovel the respective runways.
So we're going to listen to Le Twist de Torvenez.
Yeah, it's not bad. Tournevis it's a tricky one. That's a screwdriver in French.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so we're twisting a screwdriver.
Yeah, well, vis is screw and tournevis. Yeah.
Are we doing the twist like Chubby Checkers?
Yeah, you are. Hit
nice.
It. Hit it. You're gonna love it.
Débauche, le feu est pris au plancher. Les fous font la fête, une tonne de Chuck Berry. Le roi et la reine sont noyés dans le pain. Le pape fume du crack quand ça tape pas les mains. Jésus le Christ se déhanche sur la piste. Un cri à tout le monde, de tournevis. La porte cogne, c'est le Chuck qui répond. Il me dit rends tout ça, je tiens plus dans mes caleçons. Il y a de belles jouvencelles dans ce poche maternelle qui me donne vraiment le goût d'aller bâcher au 7e ciel. L'amour de nuit n'est certes pas un vice. Pas tout le monde dans ce twist de tournevis. Hey! Panique est descendu dans la place à grands coups de mémique, à grands coups de grimace. Bouddha est apparu avec ses filles de joie, n'ayant d'autre chose à voir qu'à donner de vodka. La Vierge Marie nous rock 6, 6, 6. Il y a tout le monde dans ce peu de tournevis. Il y a des poètes fous, il y a des poètes gris, il y a des poètes pris, à dévorer la nuit. Sortez-moi la sauce et les épices. Tout le monde dans ce twist de tournevis. Il dit tourne, pour tournevis. Tourne, pour tournevis. Tourne, pour tournevis. Tourne, pour tournevis. Même si t'as un gros pick-up et un micro pénis, à tout le monde dans ce twist de tournevis.
Yo, that was real good.
That song is like being hit by a car. You're just like walking along, and then that song hits you in the head, and you're like, what happened?
But usually when I get hit by a car, I'm not happy. This time right now, I'm happy.
I suppose there's some
differences.
Some holes in my... Anyway.
Hey, here are some shows. Here are some shows from our favorite programmers coming up this week on CHMA. So we have Blue Enchiladas, 7 p.m. Wednesdays. We're open Maginthia, a ramble through contemporary and classic blues with diversions into roots, jazz, and world music. Always with the hope of catching that evanescent feeling at the heart of all good music. We have Love Generation, Saturday at 11 a.m. with Waylon Smith. The essence of a fulfilled life lies in embracing a journey infused with love's inspiration and guided by the compass of knowledge. Join Waylon Saturdays from 11 a.m. to noon for Love Generation, and where we will engage with artists who sing about love and the human condition. And last but not least, actually not last but not least.
No,
last
you got to give me at least one.
No, last for me, Tuesday at 7 p.m., we got John and Brian in the mood for some hot wax and hijinks. And tune into Canada's flagship father and son campus community radio show, exclusive to CHMA. Selective Memory is your first choice for family fun.
They do a bang-up job.
Yeah, you've said that before. As a dynamic duo, duke it out on the airwaves. Whether it's John's joke of the week or solving our case of mistaken identity, there's always something for everyone to enjoy.
Are you overwhelmed with nostalgia?
Sometimes.
Yeah, me too. And I thought you'd have to be older for it to happen.
No.
Not the case. So like on Wednesdays at 9 p.m., you can have a whole hour of nostalgia. Will's going to play you tunes that make you feel nostalgic.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called the Nostalgia Hour.
Nice.
Tune in for it.
That is a good name for it. Hey, we got gold stars. We're going to go through quick because we don't got a lot of time left, man.
No, we're running down the clock here before we got to go shovel the railways.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, My gold star is going to whoever runs the Tantramar events page that we just read from.
Yeah, saved us doing a lot of looking up.
Yeah.
Mine's going, wait for it, sad news. I'm going to news into a gold star.
Okay.
Earlier this week, the Zamboni broke at the Dorchester Outdoor
Oh,
Range.
no.
Gold star going to the service people who got out there, and within hours, that Zamboni was fixed. People were losing it.
That's awesome.
Dorchester Rink was going to be out of commission? No.
No, not a chance. No. Thank you, service people on the Zamboni.
Yep.
Hey.
Canadian heroes all around.
100%.
Zamboni service people.
I had two people...
service your Zamboni?
That sounds not great. No, help get my car in the yard, and I want to thank them. It was what were their names? Rob and Nair.
Good on them.
Yeah, thanks.
Helping out.
Everyone on Churchill Ave, you're great. Not that that's where I live or anything.
Live radio. People didn't record it.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Except that this exact thing is going to go on our podcast, where you can find, I'll tell you later. Hey, we're going to listen to a song called Long McQuaid by Partner.
Is this playing us out, or do we have outro time?
I need to tell you what Don Cherry did.
Oh, no.
Take me to Long and McQuaid. Long and McQuaid. Oh yes, I'm going to Long and McQuaid. Long and McQuaid. Long and McQuaid. Long and McQuaid. Yeah.
I absolutely love that song.
It's on, yeah.
Hey, no, you told me off air to save the Don Cherry update. I'm not. Hey, Don Cherry, Organic Music Society, 50 years ago, before the biz coined world music. Barry Ray noted Don Cherry's beautiful new record had almost nothing to do with jazz. He made really...
Oh, this is Don Cherry, the jazz musician with the pocket...
With the pocket trumpet, yeah.
Yeah.
He made one of the first, quote-unquote, world music albums ever, even before we had the term world music. Okay, we have less than a minute now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for CHMA for hosting and broadcasting. You can check them out at chma.com. And CHMA or CHMA-FM on all the socials. Check us out at MidgicAirport.com. Visit our merch store. We do have new gaming merch there. And you can check us out on all the socials at Midgic Airport, except on X, where we are at Midgic _Airport. You can check out our new gaming channel on YouTube at Midgic Airport. We're also on Twitch now, where you can catch live streams, where you can catch myself and Sean and Jay playing Pokemon Red. And finally, if you miss an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts, being Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, or wherever.
That's on the internet.
Everything's on the internet.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Great evening, folks.
Have yourself a good night.
What's up, guys? This is Viraj, and do not forget to listen to Mix